Um, First off, congratulations to Wisconsin. I got a lot of respect for them. I guess I say it every year, but I do. For Coach Gard and the things he does and how his team's played and how disciplined they are. But some of their guys too, right? Like I don't really know them, but like, I see them from afar. Like I see Tyler Wall and some of those guys at Media Day and just strike up a conversation with them. I've seen Connor Segan, since high school, playing in the same AAU program as my son, and Evan Mahaffey, who was one of his teammates. So I've watched him play a lot, and just how they play, what they do, how tough they are. We knew this would be a battle coming in here. I don't get into the whole like Wisconsin's a bad team or like because they've lost a few in a row. Like they were a good team when they were ranked. Like there's no difference because they've lost 3 in a row. Like nothing changes except Tyler Wall didn't play and he played tonight. Like they're a good team. They're a good team 2 weeks ago. They're a good team when they left the Bahamas. They're a good team now, and we got beat by a good team.
Questions for Coach Jeff?
Micah, you guys called that last time out. I'm assuming that's a look that you'll take from Funk pretty much any time. Was he the primary on that? Because it looked like you got a clean look there.
Yeah, just knowing them and how they play and what they do, it was like he's a good shooter, right? I'm going to take it. He's one of the best shooters in our league. He's one of the best shooters in the country, and I thought he got a really clean look coming off of that. And it had to be something quick because they usually foul when they're when it's a 3-point game. So you can't do anything where you got to pass a bunch, where you got to dribble a bunch, or they're just going to foul you and send you to the free throw line. We didn't have any timeouts after that. So we had 2 possessions at the end. We got 2 good looks from 3. Like you can't ask for much more.
Hey, Micah. Had the same sort of game this year and last year when you made this trip. Sort of ends the same sort of way. Obviously, individual games that are close tend to come down to the same sorts of thing. But when you look big picture, what do you think are sort of differences between teams that are able to win games like this and the teams that don't?
The last shot goes in. I don't know what more else we could have done. We got stops down the stretch. Like I guess the thing that we shouldn't have fouled early in the half and got them in the bonus for so long, but they went for the longest time without a field goal down the stretch. So we guarded, and I thought we got good looks offensively. So, the biggest thing that I'm probably, probably the biggest thing that upsets me is like those 2 charges were probably the biggest plays of the game. Right? We play off 2 feet and we jump straight up. You're getting a layup, or you're getting a kick out 3. We don't. They take charges. Now they're going down the other end with possessions, and we get nothing out of those. When they're possessions where good stuff was happening for us.
Jeff, in the back here.
Defensively, I know Stephen Crowell's had a real good year, but he was coming off a rough outing. What was your game plan against him to try to make him get away from certain things? Obviously, he had a big game for them, but what did you try to deny him from doing tonight?
Just try and make it as tough as possible, right? He's a good player. He's one of the better, more skilled post guys in our league, and we've played all of them right in a row, and just trying to make it as tough as possible. When he's our second leading guy, he's our second leading assist guy. So if you commit too much help from the other side, he skips it out, and now they get going from 3. Now more guys are getting involved. We just tried to make it as tough as possible, tried to stay home so they didn't get as many threes, and just make him work for everything that he had. But, wasn't quite good enough.
Todd in the back.
Michael, overall, were you happy with the threes that you did get early in the second half? You got a couple open ones that just didn't go in, and it seemed like there were some spots there that could have got you guys out to a bit of a lead there.
Yeah, it's make or miss league, and we shoot a lot of threes. And, I encourage our guys when we're open to shoot it every time, and they were good looks by good shooters. I'm going to take them. No matter if we're home, road, neutral, no matter what time it is on the clock, we're gonna take the best shot that we can get. And they were they were on a run, right? You make one of those, and it probably quiets it a little bit more, and helps us get off to a better start in the second half.
Go ahead.
For a long time, Wisconsin's been an example of a program that Penn State has tried to emulate in terms of what it once was and what it has become. Maybe your head's not there right now, but when you look at some of the things that Wisconsin's done as a basketball program over the last couple decades, what are some of the things that you think your program can kind of take from that, either from an administrative standpoint, a support standpoint, or just internally what you guys do in your offices?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I don't know too much about the ins and outs of their program, but their consistency and how they play, no matter who's on the court, who's on their team, right? It's almost like Spurs-esque. No matter what point in time it is in the game, what season it is, they're going to play the same exact way. But also, like, being around Coach Painter at Purdue, and these guys the same way. Don't take this the wrong way. They got good players, but maybe they're not ranked as high as everybody thinks they are. You don't win national championships by winning, the quote unquote signing day battles, right? You find people that fit your program. You find people that you believe in. You find people that you can build up to be the best players that they can be. And, that's why they're consistent, right? That's why Purdue's consistent every year. That's why Wisconsin's consistent every year. They find the guys that fit them. And that's what I'm trying to do. And, we've done it. I like the guys we brought in here. They fit our style of play. They play tough. They're aggressive. We move the ball. We play good basketball. We're going to keep doing that. So I want to be consistent like they are, right? It's early. It's year two, not even through year two. But, I want to be consistent like they are. I want to be consistent like Purdue, where it doesn't matter who you have on your roster. You're involved every single year in trying to win this league.
In the back here, Coach Jim. Go ahead, Jim.
Micah, you've been around this league for a while. If my math is right, there's 2.5 games separating second place and 12th place. Do you remember the margins being this thin?
Never. No, never. It's that's what Greg and I were talking about that before the game, of just how this league is every single night, and there is no chance to take a deep breath. Right, our deep breath came when we didn't play this past weekend, and that's it. That's it. Every single game, you got to be ready to play, or you're gonna get beat. And that's it's consistent, and there's good coaches, there's good players, people are playing good style of basketball and competing, and it's fun as a competitor, right? But it sucks as a coach.